Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. My guest today is Dr. Andrew Huberman. Andrew is a neuroscientist. He's a neurobiology professor at Stanford Medical School, a McKnight Foundation and Pew Foundation Fellow, and the founder of Huberman Lab, where he's involved in all kinds of really amazing breakthrough research on brain function, brain plasticity, and brain regeneration. His work has been published in top journals like Nature. He's been featured in publications like Time, Scientific American, the BBC.
Maybe I was fated to become a scientist. I guess the two things that are relevant there are, I always loved animals, and I've always been obsessed with animal behavior. Like, just could watch Cousteau shows growing up, underwater life or animals hunting, animals doing anything. Is just so fascinating in science from a young age. But right about age 13, my parents split up, and he moved overseas. He moved to Denmark, and my mom was really struggling with the breakup, and I wasn't in contact with Jack. So it had its own unique organization, and it's actually interesting because the same thing was happening at that time in Washington Square Park in New York and at Love Park in Philadelphia. There were all these communities of kids that were basically parentless. And so in that time, I saw some interesting things. First of all, I learned what it was to be parentless. Growing up in Palo Alto, it was like soccer game, and that's what they did. They took me away. They took me to a place up the peninsula, which was not a jail, and it wasn't a hospital. It was just sort of a place where they put kids that were
like some kind of juvie warehousing situation.
Yeah, a lot of psychologists, a lot of locks on doors, a lot of kids that there were 12 of us in there at any one time. It was locked down, and I moved into a studio apartment by myself. I quit partying completely. I didn't go to parties. I got really serious about fitness. So I just started running and lifting weights, and I studied.
From the early therapist, sounds like that guy almost saved your life.
He absolutely
right?
saved my life.
Yeah.
He gave me the book, Wherever You Go, There You Are, the Jon Kabat-Zinn for this, and I just poured myself into it.
Is that the same guy who would smoke underneath the vacuum hood and stuff like that, like a bit of an icon?
He understood the power of practices, not just discussing issues.
Yeah, to begin a meditation practice at that age in the mid-90s, that's pretty radical. Your experience, I see trauma, I see adventure, I see, all these obstacles that you had to face and overcome and manage on your own, essentially, right? And all of those really inform perfectly the things that you're interested in and what you explore today in your lab.
Yeah, it really did. I think that I'm so grateful for those years. I wouldn't wish them on any kid, because I think having a secure, and I realized if I didn't do this, if I didn't take this opportunity, it was gonna be the most foolish thing ever. What am I gonna do? Spite my, my parents, because, I was 20 years old at that point. So I just made the decision, I'm gonna get a PhD, I'm gonna become a professor, I'm gonna get tenure, I'm gonna be like this guy. This guy. Stories of success. I think it's easy to look out there and see all the things that are going wrong, and we need to keep paying attention to those, but we need these beacons that draw people forward. And I say that from a place of